Oops, we did it again. Clueless Couple.
Okay, so this is a disclaimer. The audio in the episode that you are about to hear is whack. Okay, it is whack. We didn't know what we were doing, so my microphone was not on. Michael's microphone was on. So anything that you hear from me is only because it's picking up from Michael's microphone and not mine. So he will sound super loud and clear, and I will sound super distant and far away. You can still hear me, but you may have to kind of raise and lower the volume. I hate it, but this is where we are, right?
Yeah, and we promise we'll get better.
We're going to get better. We said we were clueless, the clueless couple, and I guess we're just kind of staying on brand. We thought about reshooting it, right? Yeah. But we just kind of like to be authentic. We loved the episode. We still wanted to roll it out. We didn't want to have to reshoot it and just kind of, fabricate it, so to speak. Our episodes come to you authentically, and we wanted to keep it that way. Kind of what you see is what you get. So
just give us a mulligan. So
a mulligan.
Yeah, that's what they call a do-over in golf.
Oh, okay. Well, give us one of those.
Yeah.
A mulligan. I don't know where that comes from, but yeah. All right. So yeah, let's get into this episode. Sorry, guys. Oops.
Welcome to the Clueless Couple Podcast. I'm Michael.
And I'm Francina, and we're your go-to couple for real conversations on life, love, and everything in between. So grab your favorite drink, get cozy, and join us as we share our journey on
the Clueless Couple Podcast. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Clueless Couple Podcast. I'm Michael.
And I'm Francina. And we're your hosts for the Clueless Couple Podcast. We're excited. We're on episode 6, maybe?
6, yeah.
And we're only doing 8 episodes this season. Mm-hmm. So we're over halfway done.
Yeah.
Like 8 weeks. So we're thinking we're going to do 8 episodes a season. And then we'll take a little bit of a break and kind of maybe regroup and figure out, what the next season will look like. Maybe we'll start having guests on. Maybe we'll change some things around. We don't know. But this is episode 6 of 8.
Yeah, of 8.
2 more.
Yeah, so,
I see you in your little Cowboys.
Yeah,
Cowboys hat, your little Cowboys shirt.
And I see you got on the cowboy colors.
That's not intentional.
We might as well just go down to Texas and give those guys a pep talk. What we want to see this year. So
talk apparently because I keep advocating for us to find I can't even finish that because I see how you're looking at me.
Well, hey, you're looking good today. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you, boo.
Yeah, you're looking real good. Mm-hmm. But is there something you want to tell us today? You look kind of happy today.
I always look happy.
Did you? So, did you get anything new today?
I got a new car.
Oh, a new car.
I got a new car.
Are you happy with it? You happy?
I'm happy. I've been trying to figure it out I knew it was coming because I've been driving around in what is it, 2012?
Yeah, 2012.
2012 Honda Odyssey. Listen.
Soccer mom.
I love my van. I still love my van. And I didn't want to get rid of it, and we still didn't get rid of it. We still have her downstairs. But it treated us well.
Yeah.
And the only reason I knew it was time because we started having problems with it. Like we were always spending money on repairs. This get fixed, and then something else happens, and I just knew it was time to give her a little break. So, finally made a decision. It took so long because I couldn't decide on what I wanted, but I ended up getting a Telluride.
A Kia Telluride.
Yeah.
So
that was hard.
Yeah. Well. See.
That was hard.
Me personally, because you've been talking about it all the time. Mm-hmm. If I had my way, I probably would have got you a BMW or a Range Rover.
Yeah.
But you
You already
know,
know.
I know from our past
You already
experiences.
know.
So which leads us, we'll segue into the main topic of this episode here.
Yeah, I'm not that.
Yeah.
Not that chick.
I appreciate you for some aspects
I'm cheap.
because she's low maintenance.
That's what we're gonna say. Low maintenance. Low maintenance. Because if I would have came home and you had a BMW or a Range Rover out there, it would not have gone well.
Yeah. She would have, I probably have a black eye sitting here because, she would have wanted to take it back, of course. And if we would have taken it back, I'm sure we would have lost a lot of money on it because, see, and I can appreciate her in some aspects because, like I said, she's low maintenance. But sometimes I think that she deserved things like that. But the first thing that pops up in her head, no, this is
always thinking about the
right. Right. That's what she thinks
and
about.
thinking about, does it make sense, right? So I understand the draw of it. Is that what they call luxury vehicles?
Yeah, luxury.
But for me, it just doesn't. It's not practical, and my practical brain always wins out because if I can get the same car with a different emblem on it for $20,000-$30,000 cheaper, why would I pay that extra money just for something that has a different name on it? And I get it. Like I like a good BMW, but I just can't. I can't I can't bring myself to do it.
But that's just like shoes. If you wear some cheap shoes and the first time you wear some expensive shoes,
I just experienced that.
You'll be able to tell the difference. You're like, man, all these years.
Like pumps and stuff. Like now, I'm gonna get some nice. I'm not about to be walking around in no bubbles, but like sneakers and stuff like that's fine. But like pumps or sandals or whatever, I'm just always like, go find me a $20-$25 pair of shoes. But I recently bought some expensive pumps and they feel so good on my feet, and I was like, oh, okay. But with the car situation, I feel like it's different. Like we're talking a difference between spending $20 on a pair of shoes and $100 on a pair of shoes that I can stomach. If we're talking 20,000, the difference between spending $50,000 and $80,000 on a vehicle, I can't.
But at the same time, we're able to do it.
Just because you're able to doesn't mean you should.
No, but it is not going to really. I don't think it'll impact us. And it's something. If I think you my wife, so if I think, I want to buy you this because I know you've been talking about it. So why not? Hey, my wife wants that. I'm going to buy it for her.
Yeah, I get it. I can't.
But at the same time, I appreciate you being. Yeah, I appreciate you being low maintenance.
So let's talk about early on in our marriage how you didn't appreciate it so much.
Yeah,
So the question becomes, why do you buy a person a gift? Do you buy a person a gift, or when you buy a person a gift, do you buy them the gift that you want them to have, or do you buy them a gift that you think they would want? And so early on in our marriage, we had this really big issue because Michael would buy me really expensive things. And I would promptly
take it back.
Return expensive things because to me it didn't make sense.
But to me, those are the things I wanted to see her in, or I thought she deserved.
Yes. And I understood that. And I'm better now. And I think I'm better now because we're in a different position financially speaking. But early on, like we were just starting out. We weren't broke or nothing, but we had just paid all this money for a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We had just literally, we got married in October. In November, we purchased our first home.
Yep.
And so we were
A
just
lot of money
really
going out and not enough
establishing
coming in.
ourselves. And I got it, but I just didn't have to have those things, like everything. And I have to be careful even to this day, like what I say about what I want, because if I say it and he hears it,
This guy.
It might be on the doorstep the next day. You know what I'm saying? Is there a child coming in this door?
Here we go.
You. Please close our door. We're shooting a podcast. Close my door, please. See what we dealing with? No.
Yeah.
This happened. Was it the last episode or 2 episodes ago?
I don't know.
We told them we're shooting a podcast, and then here they come. Anyway, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought.
No, that's why you have to be careful.
Because if I say it, he's gonna buy it, and he's not just gonna buy it. He's gonna buy the top of the line, whatever it is. And so I have to watch myself. But early on, this was a big issue, and I didn't even really know it was a problem until I had been doing it for a while, because he had never said anything.
When she mean wow, she means every Christmas, every birthday, every Christmas again, every birthday. Because those were the times where I would want to buy her something big, and our anniversary. So, and every time she would always take it back, or, oh, this costs too much. Take it back. I'm like, wait a minute. This is what I wanted to buy you. So how are you going to return a gift? So
I wasn't doing it like to hurt your feelings or to like seem ungrateful. I really was doing it like to say, I don't need that. You know what I mean? Or like, okay, I remember one time in particular, it was, I don't know if it was Christmas, birthday, whatever. I told Mike, I think it was Christmas, I wanted a watch for Christmas.
Oh.
Now, when I said I wanted a watch, I meant a $55 Anne watch that you can get from Dillard's.
Mm-hmm.
This man came with was it Zales? What was the jewelry store?
K's, maybe?
K's, whatever. Jewelry box with this watch that's like diamond encrusted, like white gold or something. Like, you could look at it and I'm like, this man went. So I did what I do.
And returned it.
To see how much it costs. I don't think I told you I looked it up.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, I know this man did not just spend all, and I'm at this point, like, I'm uncomfortable even wearing it, because I know I'm rough on watches and stuff too. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I could just see myself banging this watch into the wall or something and it breaking. And so I had to like come up with a story about, like, what did I say, the watch was too thin, or I had to come up with something because I knew he was not going to be happy. But he had to return that thing. See? $55 watch. I don't need like a $600 watch.
So I guess the question.
His feelings.
Yeah.
No,
yep. Too.
But he didn't say anything until we probably were like 3 years in,
mm-hmm.
and he said to me, "Every single Christmas, you return something. Every single Christmas, every birthday, like." I'll buy you something and you return it. I remember one Christmas he bought me a cookbook.
Oh, mm-hmm.
And it was, and he was like, "Oh, this is a textbook from the Culinary Institute of America."
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the, because I had just gotten into like baking and stuff like that. And I flipped the book over, and how where the barcode is,
I should have hit that.
You, like, what the price of the book is, and I want to say the book was like $49.99 or something like that, maybe $59. I was like, could have went to Dollar General and found me a cookbook, like. But he was so excited because he was like, this is a textbook, from the Culinary Institute of America, like it's got all of these, techniques and stuff like that. And I kept it. I still have it downstairs, but I just remember saying to him, like, you paid all that money for like a cookbook. Mm-hmm. And we would just like really, and because I honestly did not realize that, I thought that he would be appreciative of me like not being that person that had
Yeah,
to,
I do.
have all of this name brand, stuff. I didn't realize that, it was more of a, he wanted me to have those things,
Hmm.
and me taking them back was really just like a slap in his face, right?
Right.
Or, you know, like having an impact on his like manhood, or or whatever, until
Right.
he like broke it down for me, and I was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, and I do appreciate how you are, but at the same time, because and I'm sure any guy would appreciate that, because sometimes things can, I mean, as far as women, you buying things for it could get really expensive.
Right.
And I know some guys can buy a woman something and they'll be like, I'm not wearing
They
this
don't appreciate it.
because it's not a name brand.
Right. No, I'm not
Whereas
in that
you don't care as long as it looks
If it
nice.
looks good, it can come from Target, it can come from
Right.
Walmart, it can
So I
come from
appreciate that.
Ross, it can come from anywhere. Um, as long as it looks nice. I remember there was a friend of mine, well, an acquaintance of mine, and she saw a purse that I had, and she was like, "Oh my God, I like that purse. Like, who is it?" And I was like, "Who is it?" She was like, "Yeah, who's it by?" And I was like, Walmart. And then all of a sudden the purse wasn't as cute anymore, and I don't
Yeah.
understand that kind of mindset. I'm not into that stuff now. I've gotten better because I remember my Cricut
Mm-hmm.
machine.
Oh.
Y'all know the Cricut, like the little die cut machine where you can make T-shirts and all kinds of stuff. And I told Michael I wanted a Cricut. I don't even think I told him. I think I might have just mentioned it or whatever. So of course a Cricut shows up. Might have been Christmas or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He bought like the top of the line. That's the other thing, y'all.
But of course. But of course.
And I don't know why I have a problem with that. I realize it's my problem,
Mm-hmm.
especially now that the money part of it is not the issue.
Right.
I don't know really what the issue. I don't know. Anyway, and I was like, why do he like? There's a lower version of this that he could have just bought, and I think too it was because I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to stick with this. Like I'm saying that I want it now, but I might use it a couple times and decide, it's too difficult or whatever. And now you spent, $500 on one when you could have bought one for like $200-$300, and I returned that.
See,
No,
and that's how she is because
I'm sorry.
for some of you out there who knows that she's also a culinary chef.
Oh God, am I a culinary chef?
Yeah. Yeah, you are your pastry. I'm sorry. It's the same as pastry chef. She went to school for it.
Not like school.
Yeah, it was school. It was a formal training she did.
Yeah.
And so for her to, I don't know, she's
I'm cheap. Am I just cheap? Is that what?
I don't want to say that you're cost. What's the word?
Frugal. I'm a good steward of what God gives me.
Yeah. Because she's had times when she had like maybe a huge order.
Oh God, yeah, that's just stupid.
And she only purchased probably 3 pans, and these pans are probably, I don't know, $10 a piece. And
but I'm killing myself.
Yeah,
these 3 pans
over and over again. And I'm like, well, how much were these? Oh, they were only $10. I'm like, $10. Come on now, make your job easier, not harder, smarter.
I know. And I say that.
But she's cheap. $10 like it's gonna break us.
I don't know where that comes from. I feel like a psychologist would say it comes from like maybe growing up in lack and being afraid of being back in that situation. But I didn't grow up like poor.
Right.
I don't even say we were poor.
Yeah.
We never missed a meal. My daddy always worked. My mama always worked. We, may not have, we went on vacation every summer. So no, we weren't poor. I don't know where it comes from.
Now, but now I don't want people out there to think I'm like that. I like name brand and all that. I don't like that.
You don't like that for you because you don't buy anything for you. Anything you have, this hat that's on your head, who bought it? I bought it. This shirt that is on your chest, who bought it? I bought it. Them drawers that you got on, who bought them? I I bought them because you won't buy anything for
Right.
yourself, but you will spend your last dime on me or those boys out there. And I
Right.
don't like that. If you want something, you should buy it as well. But no, you're not like that with you. But for me, if it was up to you, instead of that Telluride sitting out
Mm-hmm.
there, I would have whatever,
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe that's something. But I've gotten better, I feel like.
Yeah, you have, and if you really look at it, yeah, it's the responsible thing to do. Just like I tell people all the time, you'll never see me in a brand new car or a very expensive car, because I think about, if I'm gonna spend a lot of money, it's gonna be in a house, something that is gonna gain value over
This is
time.
the other thing. I'm so glad you said that because this is the other thing. I was thinking about this the other day because, like, nobody will see me like posting, pictures of, oh, I got a new car. And this ain't no shade to nobody, so I don't even know if I should. I'm gonna say it anyway because for me, I hate debt.
Mm-hmm.
I hate debt. Debt. I hate debt. I don't like to owe nobody nothing. And thank God we don't have. That's another reason
Yeah,
why I was
no
hesitant to
debt.
get a car because we have this house, this mortgage, and that's it. We ain't got a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, because people posting like, oh, I got a new car. Look what you're posting, the fact that you just got into debt. Unless you paid cash for that car, you are essentially happy about spending all of this money on a depreciating asset.
Right.
This is not, when you drive the car off of the lot, it has depreciated significantly. And so you posting, yes, we're grateful that God provided. I'm grateful
Mm-hmm.
that that we're able to, get me a car and not have to worry about, oh, how we're going to make the note. God bless us that we're able to get like a super great interest rate compared,
Yeah.
relatively speaking,
Yeah.
because interest
Oh
rates
my
are
gosh.
ridiculous right now, which is another reason why we're
Yeah.
hesitant to get a new car. We got a really great rate. Um, but I'm not posting a picture of a new car, you know, because to me it doesn't make sense. It ain't really nothing to
Right.
brag about unless you pay cash for it and you're like, I paid off this new car because again, it's a depreciating asset and it ain't no flex to me.
Right. Yeah, I
Is what I'm
agree.
saying. Which again is why a BMW, a Mercedes, a Range Rover, an Audi, like it's great to be able to drive around in those. And if that's what you like it. I love it. I couldn't, but I did not want a Kia to be. Let's be clear about that. So, let's be clear about that. I was like, are we seriously like getting a Kia? But Kia has come a long way. The technology in that Telluride is
Yeah,
like amazing.
I loved it.
You had all of these luxury vehicles that I did look at that didn't even have the kind of technology that
Right.
the Telluride had in it. So at the end of the day, that's what I got, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, but I have come a
Yeah.
long way with
Yeah, I
in terms
appreciate you.
of
I appreciate you.
receiving gifts.
Yeah. So she does a lot less returning now. I don't think you've
I don't
returned
return. I don't.
anything. Right.
Because my mom is the one who told me I had to stop. She's like, if that's what he wants to do for you, you cannot be returning that man gifts. Like, why would you do that?
That's right. Thank you, Mrs. Barnes.
And so she was the one. She was like, I don't care. I don't care what it is. You don't return his gifts. And so I got it. I'm a little slow sometimes, but I get it eventually. So I'm doing better.
So your mama told you.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't even listen to her, but I listen one time. So yeah, that's it. Anything else you want to talk about with gifts? I appreciate
Nah.
you wanting me to have the best.
And I appreciate you being who you are.
That's all I can be.
Because who you are.
Because of who you are. I always got a song. That's all right. Let's wrap this episode up.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to do that. We need you to do that.
And tell other people about it.
Tell
Tell
your
your friends and family.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Tell your people. And yeah, tune in next week.
Yeah. Let us know. Hey, let us know also. Are you a good gift giver, or a bad gift giver?
Or a good or bad gift receiver? Because in this case,
Yeah.
I have in the past been a bad gift receiver, but I've been reformed. Yeah. So anyway, all right, that's it for this episode 6. We'll see you next week for episode 7. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Bye, y'all. So that's the end of another episode of the Clueless Couple Podcast.
Remember, you can catch up on past episodes anytime, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
You can also connect with us on social media because we love hearing from our listeners.
That's right. Until next week, keep loving, keep laughing, and keep living those unforgettable moments together.
Bye, y'all. So that's the end of another episode of the Clueless Couple Podcast.
Remember, you can catch up on past episodes anytime, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
You can also connect with us on social media because we love hearing from our listeners.
That's right. Until next week, keep loving, keep laughing, and keep living those unforgettable moments together.
Bye, y'all.